throw out those posts,
Doing
bro.
the social media
Oh, we're
things. Hey,
live.
everybody, we are live. Rise and Outshine is back.
Jeez.
I weathered, football, the holidays, the Super Bowl. It's hard when you're recording a show on a Sunday evening and you're watching football all the time. So we went ahead and we postponed the show. We are back starting afresh. I've got three great guests, Wize, Phil, and Allie. Let's lip sing that theme song.
We're asking the experts, we're all on a mission to rise in the rankings and outshine the competition. Welcome to Rise and Outshine.
Welcome to Rise and Outshine. It is Sunday, February 19th. We've got some great topics to cover tonight. Wize, Phil, and Allie, let's take a minute to meet everybody. A lot of people returning already. So Wize, welcome back to the show.
Yes. Actually, every time I've been on, I've been with Phil.
It's true.
The dynamic duo.
What can I say? He's amazing. I have to be with him because I want to steal his shine. It's so amazing.
It's the opposite. It's the complete opposite. I
Tell
learned
us a little
so
bit
much.
about
I
yourself.
learned so much from the podcast, Mogul. Leave me.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Wize, and where we can find you.
Oh, you can catch my podcast, Stuck My Mind podcast, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 5 p.m. Sometimes I start at 6. You catch Poppy J and Wize and Headfield on the BS3 network every Friday night, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern time. And I have a new show that comes out that I started with my man Cole Johnson, Man Mentality. And I released that every Monday at 8 p.m. on Real Wise TV.
Very nice. And Phil Better, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Jeff Wize. It's always a pleasure to be with you. And Allie, I'm looking forward to meeting you. To the listeners, if you're interested who I am, I'm the podcast Mogul. I help independent podcasters and entrepreneurs take their podcast to the next level, hit the levels of success that they're looking for. Not what I want, because my level of success, I've already hit it. So I want to help you guys hit that level. If you're interested, I go live every Friday at 3 p.m. in my free Facebook group. You can find it at philbetterinc.com/Facebook group. Jeff?
All right. I've been joining in 3 o'clock Fridays. Allie, welcome to the show.
Nice to be back. Super excited to talk about all the fun things. And a
Tell
little
us
bit
a
about
little bit
me.
about yourself. Yeah, a little bit about you.
Just a little bit about me. I'm a marketing manager for a local Ford dealership in Houston, Texas. And I've been doing marketing for over 10 years.
Very nice. Let's get into our topics tonight. And a lot has changed. When I last recorded this show, ChatGPT wasn't a thing that the public was using or available to. That was 2 months ago. And it really took the internet, the world by storm in December and January. It's kind of fizzled a little bit, but did it? Let's talk about it. ChatGPT, 100 million users in its first month, 29 billion valuation. I mean, really just swept the world during the holiday season. So, I mean, let's just go back. I'm sure if we answer the question, what is ChatGPT? People listening to this show know what it is already, but let's talk about some of that accuracy. It's built on a data model that I believe was only updated through 2021. And it's the amount of data points that's on it right now is like 1 billion or 2 billion. ChatGPT 4, which is coming out, is in the trillions of data points and is really where we're going to see a revolution. What do you think? What's your initial take on just ChatGPT right now?
Who wants to take this? Because I'll talk for 30 hours.
I know you will. Let me go first. Oh, no, listen. Like I was telling Phil earlier, you put me on in November. You sent me the thing about the Tribe Called Quest and doing the Mad Lib and all that. And I was like, what is this ChatGPT? And I didn't really start using it. And then when I did start using it, I was like, where has this been all my life? I'm like, what is this? Like, I've been able to create descriptions, so many things that I've used for my podcast. Like, some of the stuff I see people use it for is just, oh my God. But I found the purpose for it. I love using it. It's helped me out in so many ways, improve my podcast, and it's giving me segments and information that I'm like, how does it know? And I love it.
Are you ready, Phil?
Yeah. Well, Ali, let's put Ali on. Like,
Oh.
let's, because I'm gonna steal the. Like, I
Maddie
don't want
was
to steal the
actually
show.
excited to talk about it.
No, I think Chat GPT is pretty cool. I've used it a couple of times already. It's been great to whenever I'm like on that content blockage, like I don't know what to write about or I don't know what to create next. And literally I created like 100 different things that I was like, okay, I'm gonna put this on my to-do list and not think about it. I think it has a lot of potential. Every time that people talk about like, oh, this is going to replace marketers, I don't see it that way. I think it's a great tool for marketers, and and I did have someone tell me like, oh, this is going to replace your job, and I was like, well, who's going to do it? Like, it's giving you the ideas, but who's going to implement it, right? So, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what's next for it. I saw that it's on Canva called Magic Writer. So it's been cool.
Wait. I can't wait to tell you about the Canva hack I'm about. I don't know if you know it. I'm just going to tell you right now. If you have Canva Pro, you have Magic Write, which is amazing. But there's also the Bulk Create.
Yes.
Which is just fantastical. That will just magically create 52 episode titles for you if you want on all the screen things, because from a template, it's frigging genius. Look, I had the pleasure to play with ChatGPT when it first launched. Someone sent me a link. I played with it. I was like, holy shit. Like, what was it that this was so great? And like, so I said, okay, I have this in my kitchen. Like, I want to make something to eat. Let's see what it can do. And it gave me a meal that I could cook. And it was it delicious? No, because the ingredients I had weren't the greatest, but it was at least something that was like, okay, this is good. I can add some spices here, It's generic. It's a tool that is a general tool. It's not actual artificial intelligence, it's general intelligence. Because it's not actually thinking for itself, it's predicting the next word that would logically make sense. So, and that's why it has a limited data set. The next one is even more incredible that's coming in, ChatGPT 4, and they're hesitant to release it because it's so powerful. And you have to think about ChatGPT was trained on a small data set, like a billion points or something like that. This one's on 1 trillion points, but also human interaction with it because it learned from our questions. So if you think about it, when we first started using ChatGPT, I don't know how many people still use it because I use it nearly exclusively. I start with a general idea and it gives me the overall, and then I can pinpoint and go deeper and deeper down. Now it learned from that. It's learned because it does predictive modeling. So it's learned from that. So everybody who's using it for the same data set, so let's say every podcaster who's using it, because also you have to remember, a lot of these AI companies like Descript, Capishow, Abidia, there's like hundreds of them out there. They use ChatGPT or GPT-3. They're using that API and building businesses off of it. So it's learning from all that data point that they're putting into the same area, because there's different industries that realize like AI is so important. Now, if you look at it, it's now connected to Bing. Like Bing just released it. And now you can have it summarize articles for you. So if you go to those cooking websites and you want the recipe, but there's like grandma's story of like surviving some massacre in some foreign country, and you're just like, I just want the recipe for grandma's goulash. Just give it to me. You can literally ask the AI to sum it up for you, and it will give you everything you need. Like, this is where it's coming. Like, it's going to change everyone's life. And anybody says that it's going to take away jobs, no, because it's going to create innovation. Because now, like Ali, you use Magic Writer. It sums up, changes the words in the thing. It saves you hours of time because you know how to use it as a marketer. You can say, hey, I want you to use this type of language. I targeting this person with this, and it will come up with the text, and then you put in the flavor that is you.
Right.
Because it's a tool that we can use. Like Wize uses it for podcasting. I use it for podcasting. I put a transcript in, hey, give me show notes from this. Boom, I have show notes. Clack. I don't have to worry about it. I go, give me a summary of this whole episode. Boom, it gives me the summary. I'm like, make it with more flowery language or more like business-oriented language. And it gives it to me. And I'm like, cool. It saves me hours. My whole process going from like 10 hours down to like an hour of my time per episode.
It's actually it's helped me in a way that it's helped me get structure, because before, when I used to do my podcast, it was no structure to it. And now that I'm using ChatGPT, it's actually helped me, like, okay, this is what I want to do with my show. This is the element I want to go with it. And it's actually helped me create segments. So
which
it's
you can then clip and grow your podcast and share
yes.
it on.
Yeah.
Like, this is like AI is literally taking the high end pieces of business people. Like, look, to pay a copywriter for a small business may be out of touch for someone. Like, a small business owner may not be able to afford a copywriter to write the copy to sell ads, but they could get ChatGPT to make one, because they're like, hey, make a copy write me an ad about this product. They put in the information about the product, boom, it creates a copy. It can get some sales. They take that money that they make from that, either put it into Facebook ads to get more sales, and then hire someone off Fiverr, off Indeed, and off somewhere to do better jobs of copywriting, which creates more money for them. Like, it's a tool that someone can use to start a business. There are people like creating full businesses just using the API and just putting in some search terms into a Google form, and it creates a listing on Etsy that they make money from it. And all they're doing is five minutes a day putting in ideas about a product and drop shipping it or print on demand. And it's like, it's literally, the internet is showing you how to make money, to print money for yourself. All it takes is, like, it's stupid now how, like, quick and easy it is now to print money using AI, because it will do all the heavy lifting for you. And once you get that level of income coming in, then all you have to do is reinvest it in actual people who know it better, like Ali, hiring Ali if she's a freelancer, or hiring some other freelance copywriter on, Workup or something like that, to take your business to the next level, or build a team, because you can hire VAs to start doing more research for you, to sell more products, making more money, so you can reinvest it into the business. Anyways, I'm done here. I'm going to jump off. Someone else talk.
I just, one of the questions I always ask is, do you know why they don't give monkeys in the zoo hand grenades to play with? And they're just smart enough to figure out how to use them, right? I've been using, I've been a marketing director for 20 years, and a lot of stuff of what I do, some of it's science, some of it's art, some of it's magic, some of it's I just know enough to like almost break stuff and not break stuff. And I first saw Chat GPT, and I was like, I'm not sure everybody should have access to this. And I think there's going to be things that
So
you may have an opinion on, should everybody have access to Chat GPT? You want to start? I'll send it to Ali first.
I think everyone should have access to Chat GPT, just because not everyone will know how to utilize it.
Just like any
That
tool
makes
would.
sense. Just like any tool, like only the
level.
smart ones will use it at a high level.
We take it
and
to
some will
we
just use it.
We really use it to its full advantage.
Right, and then somebody will use it just to write a blog about how to make cookies at home. I mean, just depends, I guess.
Wize?
But I think everyone should have access.
Yeah, like I agree. I agree with Ali. Everyone should have access. Now, is everyone gonna, like she said, is everyone going to use it the correct way? Is everyone going to be like a Feel Better and
Right.
see, I can make money off of this? It's not replacing. Like, people already want to say, oh, it's going to replace jobs, because they want people to be afraid to use it. So I'm not. I see the benefits of using it. It's helped me make my show better. It's helped me, and it's actually helped me write commercials that I can voice over and use on my show. I used it for my latest sponsor. I had it write the script, and I read it. I did the voiceover for it. Hey, let's go. I learned from Phil though. Phil inspires me.
Stop. I'm gonna send something. I'm gonna. It's possible triggering what I'm about to say, but so a little trigger warning. But there is a problem, and I think everybody should have access, but I think it should be regulated. the reason why I think it should be regulated is because right now there are actual Twitch streamers dealing with fake porn videos of them without their consent being created. And there was literally a huge drama on Twitch where this large Twitch streamer opened up a browser to check something, and he was on one of his browsers was one of these deep fake porn sites, and had streamers that he was in, like, considered friends, colleagues, work people. And so, like, you have this friend of yours, quote unquote, having on this deep fake site showing porn. Like, there has to be regulations, somehow has to be built in to protect people from the misinformation, from fake information, from these deep fakes, and people trying to put out misinformation or try to use it to slander someone's name. Like, there has to be regulation in this field, just like every industry has regulations. This industry needs regulations. Now, do I think it should be like really hardcore, like, and shut down everything? No, because there is that somewhat freedom of speech, but there should be like repercussions. Like, if someone puts out a video of me that is proven to be false, like that, the person who created it, that person has to be held accountable, because there's the damages done to my person as as an individual. There's the future reparations, the loss of business, because people may not believe that it's fake, even there was able to be proven that it was fake. So it's like there has to be something, like accountability has to be put into place for these tools. And just like any industry, there has to be something done. Like, who you put the onus on? Does it go to the business that they allow this type of action to happen, these AI companies, or is it the user who uses it to do the illicit intent? Now, that is something for people who are smarter than I am, because I am not at all smart. However, I do think both the businesses need to have that a repercussion, because if not, they're going to just say it's not our fault. Like, we believe in the goodness of humanity, which humanity has shown countless times that no, self-interest is our number one thing. We're just like the monkeys and the rats that will throw our babies underneath to stop us from burning. Like, that's what some people will do, because that's who we are as humans. You know, they do the best to survive. That's what our monkey brains do. So there has to be onus on the companies that they need to put in protections. And yes, bad actors will somehow counteract it. That just means the businesses need to do better. We have to put the onus on the businesses now to do better, to show that they actually want to improve the world, or improve the service and protect people and marginalized groups or anybody from harm that can become from their tools. Anyways.
That's a good point. Good point.
See, Jeff, if you put me on, you're gonna have me go on for an hour.
one thing you can do with ChatGPT is like, hey, write a commentary about the president in the tone of Rodney Dangerfield, and then you can go in all sorts of directions and keep refining, and eventually it sounds like somehow Rodney Dangerfield's making a commentary about the president, and you can really refine it. And one of the things that really came out after ChatGPT that kind of separates the regular users from everybody else is everybody started talking about prompts, right? Mm-hmm. The prompts are what's going to make you a super user or a regular user, and the outputs are based on what you can put into it. So if you know how to put the right information in, you can extract the information, a better information than somebody who just says, write me a commentary about the president. When you do it in the tone of Rodney Dangerfield set in the 1950s, while on a high-speed train, the more you can give it, the more realistic the outcome becomes, right?
Yeah.
So, and any other closing thoughts? We think the panel says everybody should have access to this. So I'm gonna note that for the future. I'm not sure. I don't know if everybody should have access to. A couple comments.
Well, I agree with Brian about great power comes great responsibility. It's true. Right. Like, the onus is on us as well as individuals to call out the misuse of the technology, but also it's on the businesses to have onus on this. Just like we held cigarette companies liable for the damage they've done, like for what they've done to millions of people, like, so the same has to be done with every industry. Accountability has to be held. You have to be accountable for the actions you do. I think
Absolutely.
that just needs to be done now with this tools, and we can put in the regulations or the protections to protect people from the tools being misused. Just like if you drive drunk, you drink and drive, the consequences of that, the repercussions of choosing that action is either you end up killing someone, which is the worst case scenario, or you lose your license and have to do county service or whatever it is. Everything has accountability, and I think it needs to be done to businesses as well.
Luckily, we've had 15 years of very little slander and libel thanks to social media. Speaking of social media, let's go on to our next story. Hey, segue. TikTok has added a couple great features. One I'm very interested in. They've added feeds for sports, fashion, gaming, and food. So currently, you go to TikTok, you see your For You feed and your following feed. Across the top, some of you are already seeing different categories. You'll notice that TikTok auto categorizes some of your videos as well. If you start to scroll through, if you see like a little name in up top on your videos, if you've added it or you've helped TikTok categorize your video, these are huge ways to really get enhanced in an algorithm. But with these new ones, they're adding sports, fashion, gaming, and food. And if you've been on TikTok in the last 72 hours, you can't help but miss TikTok trivia. I don't know if everybody is just bombarded with the invitation. They're going to be doing a 3 or 4 day, $500,000 trivia giveaway on TikTok. So lots of new features. Let's start with the categories. How do you access your TikTok videos now? Do you just go through? Are you searching? Are you looking for your recommend? Or are you just a thumb swiper? How do you access the best content of TikTok now?
All the above.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
I no, let Ali go first. I never shut up, so let other people talk.
Well, I was gonna say, whenever I'm looking at restaurants, like cool restaurants, I'll go on TikTok. Or places to shop, I'll go on TikTok just because you have someone posting a cool video about the place. So I search for like good food on there. Other than that, I'm a thumb swiper.
How about history? When you go, TikTok does have one of the best and easiest ways to look at the videos that you've looked at through your settings and watch history, better than any other social platform. I use that more than anything. It's like, oh man, I saw that thing about a frog, and you could, smoking a cigarette.
What is it with you and frogs?
Yeah. So but the watch history, I use the watch history a ton on TikTok more than any other platform, because one of the things that I have a problem with TikTok is I can watch 100 videos. I don't know a single creator at the end of the 100 videos. There is very little retention. Even if I remember a video, I could never tell you who the creator is. So that's
Right.
the problem they're trying to overcome. And maybe these categories are a way to bring the creators more front and center.
So I because I'm looking at always ways for creators, particularly podcasters, to grow their show and understand the different social media platforms for when there's questions. I follow a lot of people who go, oh, this is how you get viral on this platform or this platform or this platform, or this is the actual strategy you should do. And some people believe doing this is they're trying to make TikTok the video version of Pinterest. Because people go to Pinterest to look for pretty pictures or ideas or recipes. Well, they want to be so instead of, you can think of Pinterest as the Instagram in this regard, to pretty pictures for recipes or how-to stuff, and TikTok's going to become the YouTube version of that. So you can get quick recipes on it. It says, hey, this is how I make my grandma's this, and you can watch it through. Or you got the guy who does the cookbook cooking from the 1800s or whatever, but that's what I feel that TikTok's doing. It's trying to make it so that you can easily use those features to search for specific things. So hey, here's your beauty category. Now you can search within the beauty category for specific topics, and then you can find those creators. It's not going to be for creator specific. Creators will grow from it and can make money, but you won't really learn, because most people are thumb swipers. they're not, I'm going to follow this creator for the rest of my life. I just follow a lot of people. Like that's what it's going to end up happening. It's like, oh, this person's funny. I like this video. They're popping up. I'm like, I'll follow them because I want to support them. And then probably I'll never see them in my For You page again unless I hit the following. But it's
But
TikTok.
even when you hit the following, right? Because when you hit the following when you hit the following on certain creators, you have two different feeds, right? So you have the feed where you're following like all the people that you're following, and then one to like find new people. I always find myself on trying to find new people versus the people that I hit follow.
Yeah.
Which
And
I wonder if they're ever going to merge that.
No, they're going to keep it because it's the same thing like with what happened with Instagram and YouTube, where they stopped really putting the people you followed in your feed, and people were like getting pissed off because they weren't seeing their people they were following. So TikTok separating it means like, hey, we'll still put some of your following, because I still get some of the people I follow in my feed because I engage with them constantly because they're like my clients or they're the people I'm working with to grow their stuff. So it's like it takes me 2 seconds to engage. So TikTok's like, oh, you're interested in this, we're gonna keep showing you that. That's like TikTok's thing, because every platform, every social media platform, their goal is to keep you on their platform so they can show you more ads, so they can charge the advertisers more money for the ads that they can show. Once you realize that's the goal of every social media platform, it's to make money, and by using you and your attention, you can go viral very easily because the object is to keep eyes on the platform. So if you keep someone from scrolling because you have an interesting hook and different angles, or you're educating or you're entertaining, TikTok's going to show your content to more people, or Instagram will. They want that. They want to keep people. Retention is the biggest thing. So you have to make your content interesting, or you as a person have to be interesting. Either you're teaching someone or you're teaching someone in an educational way. That way you're going to grow on TikTok. And by them doing that, they're trying to make individual creators as superstars so that they can get more money from advertisers. Because I'm going to say this person has 2 billion followers. Like we can put ads specifically to this, but also it allows advertisers to see who is the big people getting the big interactions in these categories, so that now I can target my marketing specifically to that.
I've seen that stupid math war game where you're like a little warrior and you have to go to +2 on this side or divided by 2 on this side. I've seen that ad 1,000, no less than 1,000 times.
I want to ask you, do you have any games on your phone?
I can't tell you what the name of that game is. I've seen it 1,000 times. You see, you don't know either.
I don't know it either, but do you have any games like Clash of Islands or Clash of Armies or no? You have no games on your phone like that?
No, I'm a 46-year-old.
I don't. Hey, look, my mom plays like still, I think like a couple games on her phone. Like I don't know. Like I don't know what your personal life is, sir.
Yeah.
I don't judge.
Well,
anyway, I play COD.
A big event coming up on TikTok. They've been promoting it quite heavily. It's starting, I believe, the 22nd. And it's going to go for 4 or 5 days. Every day it's there. Another social network is trying trivia again, right? Facebook tried it a few years ago, right before or right after the pandemic started. I believe Instagram has done some live trivia. I believe one other platform did live trivia. But this is TikTok's latest version, and you can register right when you log in. If you're not getting, I'm assuming everybody's getting invitations to join. What's that?
I'm in Canada, so they don't like me.
Yeah, even I've already registered for every single day, and I'm still getting the pop-up to join the trivia. So it's a pretty exciting event. It's a live stream event it's going to be, I believe there's like 4 or 5 different hosts. You can play 4 or 5 different games during a time slot, and they're giving away $50,000 to, I believe, $100,000, $500,000 in total during these games. Is this something you see these streaming networks? I know Netflix has tried some live trivia. TikTok is doing it next. Is this interactivity something we can expect from social networks and live streamers? We'll send it up to Wize on this one.
Yeah, because you see it now. You see them doing it now. Any way they can generate money, they're gonna try it, basically. So if it who knows if it does well. If it does well, then they'll continue to push it. And then of course another platform is seeing is doing well, and they're gonna just go and create their own version. It's like repeat. That's just
And the Facebook one was wildly successful. The problem was there would be so many winners who would get through like all 15 questions that the payouts were like $4.32. You know, so like even though it was going to be $30,000 available, if it probably like structured like Facebook, if you make it to the end, they just divide the pot by all the winners. So you know that money deterrent could be something that keeps people, you know, from playing long term. It's fun for maybe an event, but a week of getting $5 after your brain sweats for a half an hour might not be worth it.
No. It reminds me of HQ trivia.
HQ, that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah. I mean, I was on HQ for maybe 2 weeks straight, and then I got over it. So
so maybe not trivia, but other events might be interesting to you. Other live events, live streams. What else? What would be something else that they could do as an event like that? Not just trivia, but would you play like Let's Make a Deal or you know, or the Price is Right? I would do a live Price is Right on TikTok.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Because on trivia, like sometimes you don't know the answer to everything. It's just makes you feel dumb sometimes. At least to me.
I'm a little biased. I host a trivia show. So.
Well, that's true. True, which I haven't. Well, I think you invited me. I don't know.
Oh, Wize is a 5-time champion.
I'm a one-time champion. I won once, and then I lost really bad on my the next show. It was horrible. It was sad how horrible I finished on that. But
so keep an eye out for your TikTok categories. Keep an eye out for TikTok live trivia. These are two things that are changing that really, I think, help creators, help organize the content a little better, and bring some great interactivity. I got one more story for you. It's time? Instagram is getting rid of live shopping. Speaking of notifications and alerts that I get that I'm tired of, right now on Facebook, you can open a Facebook store and have no fees through summer of 2022. They've been doing the no fees thing for 2 years now, and I don't know anybody who's selling anything on Facebook or has a Facebook shop or who has. I've never bought anything, but I'm also 46 and don't play Clash of Clans.
You know the name, so you do play it, sir. You know
I got better retention from Phil Better than I did from 20,000 hours of TikTok. So, are people shopping on social media? That's my question. Instagram stopping their shopping, and Facebook has tried everything to get everybody to open a Facebook store, including no fees, and nobody's doing it. So, what's going on with this? Is social media the place to buy stuff?
Yes, but not live.
Yeah, no. Go, Ali. You're the marketer. You should take this. I'm just a podcaster.
I see stuff online which you get interested in, then you go and you look at it, and then as an online shopper, I always look at something that catches my eye, especially on Instagram. I go to the website, I look at it, and then I go to Amazon to see if I could find it cheaper. And it's like next day delivery, and I just order it off there as a consumer. Now, other friends that are in their mid-30s, late 20s, some of them do online shopping, and they'll do the live version because one of their local friends has sells jewelry or whatever, and they'll buy from them through that. Just depends, your preference, I guess.
So for me personally, I don't use it. Like Ali said, it's social media platforms should be used to get this. You need the 7 points of contact for a sale to go through or someone to follow you. But most consumers, because we're so hesitant to buy online, like maybe future generations will be more when we go more and more digital, but because we've heard how many breaches, the ethics of like Facebook, Instagram, and all that. That's why a lot of people are hesitant to buy on those platforms because, of how Mark Zuckerberg and those big techs have used our data. And we're like, you know what? I don't want to give you that much more data on me and find out more about what I'm being like what I like to buy so that you can sell me more ads so I can spend more money and go down this horrible consumerism. Plus, it's cheaper to find it on Amazon, like
Yep.
Right.
if I can find something on Amazon, boom, I'm going to go to Amazon and find it. Like Ali said, sometimes same day delivery, if you're lucky enough to be like right next to the warehouse that's housing the product that's sent to you, you can get it by drone. It's the convenience. And what social media platforms need to understand is they're never going to replace Amazon unless they themselves can be like, hey, we're going to distribute this to your house in 24 hours. Like if Walmart comes up with a social media platform that says also it's a shop, like boom, they're killing it because they can do next day the 24-hour delivery, like it's end of the world because you can pick it up at Amazon, at Walmart, curbside delivery, come home from work, pick it up and you're back home, like it's even crazier. So if like a company like Walmart or Amazon created a social media platform, maybe then more businesses would, because it's their main process was, we're a business, we create businesses.
Right.
Business marketplace. And that's where you go. And like social media, I'll go to the marketplace to buy something from someone local because I want to help them. I don't want to put more money in Mark Zuckerberg's pockets. There's enough.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you have your Amazon influencers, right? The ones
You
that
with those
promote.
nice little, I see you with those. I know you got that influencer bread.
No. Freaking Brian. So, okay, let me tell y'all about these headphones.
You can find them in her the Amazon link in her bio. Get her that cheddar. Get her that cheddar.
So, I was gonna go on a flight, forgot my headphones, went to Best Buy because I wanted to know the hype about these, which the hype is real. And I was gonna return them. And it just didn't happen. I was like, hashtag treat yourself.
Pardon me.
So, yeah. But what I was saying is, like, you have your Amazon influencers. They go on social media. They talk about all these products that they got. Your on TikTok is your Amazon must-haves, right? Like Amazon or TikTok made me buy it, which I have a ton of stuff around the house because TikTok made me buy it. Like this cup. This cup is from Amazon because TikTok made me buy it. But I mean, that's where
Which you also can find the link in her bio.
Which you can also find the link in my bio.
See, that's how easy it is. That's how crazy stupid it is to make money.
To make money, yeah.
It's
No,
so
but it is.
simple.
It is. It's so. There's so many ways to be like. It's okay for us podcasters, right? Everybody thinks that they have to get all this, have all these thousands and millions of downloads to make money, and Phil tell you, no, you just need a dedicated following of people that
1,000 fans. There is a white paper out there. If you search, everybody can search it. It's open. It's free to you. You can find it. It's free. It's 1,000 diehard fans. I unfortunately cannot. You know what? I'm going to search it right now so I can give
Link
the
in his
credit.
bio.
Yeah, link in my bio.
Let's I want to wrap it up for tonight. Let's just tell Facebook and Instagram, stop trying to make fetch happen. Fetch is not going to happen. We're not going to have Facebook stores and Instagram stores. We're going to get the information from you, and then we're going to go to Amazon and buy it. And that is
It's by Jack Needleham. The article is by Jack Needleham. He talks about the concept of 1,000 diehard fans. And if you think about it, 1,000 people supporting you, giving you $10 a month, you're making $10,000 a month. If you can't live off $10,000 a month, what is wrong with you? Learn to budget.
That's a dozen eggs. I want to go and
Well,
thank
true,
my
that's
nowadays,
a
right?
dozen eggs
Yeah.
right now. So buy yourself a chicken.
You can find me. I'm the host of Rise and Outshine, creating the Rise and Outshine marketing community at riseandoutshine.com. We have all the show notes for all the podcasts, and we're building a small little community over there. You have a live feed, you have a message board. We have all these little help groups set up already. Riseandoutshine.com. Hope you'll join me over there. The conversation continues all week. Let's go over to Phil. Tell us. Oh, let's start with Wize. It popped up.
Oh, hey.
Wize, tell us about yourself one
Way
last
better
time,
than
and
Phil.
how can we connect with you?
You can find me at Stuck in My Mind Podcast on all major platforms and on YouTube at Stuck in My Mind Podcast. You can check out our production company at Real Wise Productions at www.realwiseproductions.com. And you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Wize_L_Hefe. And yeah.
And to Phil.
I'm Phil Better. You can find me simply at www.philbetterinc.com/Facebook group. Join my Facebook group. Learn how to grow your podcast daily with audience so that you can have that 1,000 diehard fans so that you can make $10,000 a month if you want. I don't know, whatever you want. Like, I'll help you do what you need. I love helping people. That's it. Go to Allie. She's more important.
And to Allie, the influencer.
She's the one who's going to get
You
you the
can-
cheddar, man.
You can follow me on Amazon. Allie Pinon. So you can follow me on LinkedIn. And yeah.
LinkedIn links in the show notes. I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. Let's hear that theme song.
We're asking the